Evening. I hope you are all really well and welcome to our first of the series that we are running called Stories Hosts. For the first of our session, we are coming up to National Fragrance Week. We are bringing on to our live this evening one of the most amazing friends of stories that we have involved with us in the brand. So I'm just waiting for her to come live. It is the beauty passionista. It is Ambarina herself. And I'm just going to wait for her to come through. Okay, here we go. And here she is. So this is always the time when we're waiting. And
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing really, really well. I'm just going to turn up my volume a little bit so I can hear you. So,
Can you see me properly? Because I'm always changing rooms for these where I sit for the live because of the Wi-Fi, but I can't really see myself. Can you see me?
I can see you, and you look absolutely gorgeous as always. And yeah, I just want to say hello to everybody who's joining us this evening. Ambarina is a wonderful friend of mine and friend of Stories, the brand. And I just wanted her to come on this evening. She is a fragrance lover and she supports me, as I said earlier, so much. And what better way to kick off National Fragrance Week, which starts next Monday, than to invite the person who loves fragrance on with me and my most supportive person. So first and foremost, I hope the Wi-Fi doesn't go off because we have awful wind. The wind is blowing and I am just hoping we stay live.
It's the same here as well. My daughter's cricket match was cancelled today because of the wind.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
that sure doesn't. So the reason why we're on tonight, Ambarina, is of course talk all things fragrance. You have kindly agreed to actually collaborate with us in offering our followers and your followers an amazing giveaway, which guys you need to watch through to the end. We promise you we're not going to keep you for very long. We're only going to be on here for about 30 minutes, we promise.
Promise.
And then we're going to give you details of how you can enter this wonderful competition. But what you will win is worth £444. So I'm really excited to be able to share stories with your followers too, Ambarina, and really collaborate. So first and foremost, can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and who you are to the brand and to me?
So I'm a ex-beauty writer, beauty editor. I guess I'm a blogger, and I guess that word influencer. But I tend to write for my own platforms, kind of here on social media, Instagram, YouTube, the blog, all of that. And what was just beauty has now just become all about everything to do with kind of lifestyle as well. And yeah, I've been a fragrance lover since I was a little girl, and it's all about those memories. And my mother always wore fragrance, and I think it just brings back those memories. And so when I first discovered Stories, I just love the story behind Stories, behind your brand. I love the story behind you. I love the fact that everything is so kind of handcrafted. It's so niche that not every person is wearing it, yet it becomes me. All of those wonderful things. So yeah, I've loved the brand ever since I discovered it.
Oh, fabulous. And we have loved, I mean, we were introduced to each other, I think, way back in 2018 when we had just launched. We were about to launch into Harvey Nichols, and you were introduced to us by our wonderful mutual friend, Genevieve.
Yes.
And you came to our table at our very first award ceremony. Yes. At the Fragrance Foundation. So how wonderful that here we are again in coming up to National Fragrance Week. And for all of you guys who don't know about National Fragrance Week, it is run yearly by the Fragrance Foundation UK. And it's a time when the perfume industry, the fragrance industry, celebrates everything fragrance. There's usually a lot of celebrations going on in store. There's usually a lot of things going on and each brand themselves separately would do on their websites, and hence why we've decided to join with you, Ambarina, just to do this giveaway and highlight our membership with the Fragrance Foundation, which is really important to me as a brand founder, and also do as much as we can to highlight the benefits that fragrance has in our lives. And especially as we are moving, you know, out of lockdown and into this, the world that we have all really not seen properly for over a year.
Yeah.
You know, how does that make you feel? How does that, are you really excited? Have you been out? Have you out?
I have been out, but don't think I've done a big night out yet. I think we're a little bit ahead of you here in the UK in terms of coming out of lockdown. But no, I'm excited just to catch up with friends because we've been obviously keeping in touch through a screen, but it's just not the same thing. You don't have the touch, you don't have you can't benefit from each other's aura, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, I mean, I've forgotten how to get dressed to go out, I have to say. But apart from that, no, I'm very, very excited to go out and meet people and share experiences again together.
Absolutely. I don't know about you, but for me, throughout lockdown, obviously, I make my own fragrances. I blend them, I sell them, I wear them all the time. And but I really did continue through lockdown to continue to wear fragrance every day, even when there was nobody in the office and it was only myself running around, maybe in, you know, sweatpants and around my kids. But it was something that was really important to me throughout lockdown to continue to actually wear fragrance, because for me it actually is something that it really just picks up my mood. It's uplifting. It can change you in a moment when you spray your favorite fragrance. And I know for me, it is really important, even when we move out of lockdown, we're starting to be able to move in. I know you guys can meet indoors and can't do that yet, but it's even more important, isn't it, when we're actually going out into this world, that, you know, not that we smell great for just somebody else, but the fact that actually we smell good for ourselves. Because I know I can spray the same perfume and 1 minute I can smell like it feels like a hug. The next time I wear it, I feel strength and I feel confident. So for me, fragrance is so unique that it can bring out so many different emotions. And is that the same for you when you start to move out into meeting people again? Will you change your fragrance? Will you seek a new fragrance, or will you go for the ones that you know?
So it's very interesting. But the journey for me has been that fragrance was one of the few things that kept me sane through lockdown. It was one of the things that I could carry through from what I was doing before we went into lockdown. And it was a constant. And so that to me was very important, something that was familiar, comforting. Even when I was doing Zoom calls or lives like this, I would give myself a little spritz before doing that, just to kind of feel like me. And so going forward, I'm not one of these people that changes my fragrance day to night, or even sometimes I don't even change them for the seasons. If I find something that's me and it speaks of all of me, then I will stick to that fragrance until I find something completely new, and then I'm all or nothing.
Yes.
So I'm excited. One of the things we haven't been able to share at all through screens, talking to each other. We can connect through screens so much, but we can't share smell through the screen. And so going out and meeting people, that's one thing that it will really be something that we focus on, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And funny you mention about not having a night today. I'm exactly the same. I actually go with what I want to wear and how I feel. And I feel, well, since I started working, you know, with fragrances all those years ago, I actually knew that I didn't want to put fragrance into a season. And I know that today a lot of us go into stores, and there's obviously the new citrus notes, and everything's about summer and you know, uplifting notes. But actually it is right. Just if you connect with a fragrance emotionally, and you connect with a fragrance in a special way, you know, you should be able to wear that, you know, winter, summer, or, you know, night or day. So I'm really like you, and I love to keep really unique ones. And I love what you said there about you love to wear things that people don't really know about. You like to keep it a secret. And it's one thing about the brand, I really am passionate that we are accessible, but we are kept very unique. But what I have found more and more that I've worked with fragrances is it is how our story and our olfactory memory is so important in how we smell. So even though you don't want somebody else to be wearing what your favorite scent is, it actually may smell completely different to them
Yeah.
because their story and their olfactory memory.
Yes.
Because scientifically proven that actually our sense of smell is the strongest of all our senses, and it's connected to our memory bank. We've spoke about this before
Yeah.
on your live before. But it's incredible that actually the more that I experience and talk to people and what they think they smell in fragrances and how it makes them feel, it's completely different than what, you know. So it's kind of like trying to get into people's minds, isn't it? Because we are all smelling totally different. And of course, how we put it on our skin and how our skin accepts it makes it smell all the more different also.
Yeah. And I think you can carry, like, the first time I experienced your fragrance, as in I wore it, I think I told you this before, I took it on holiday with me. And now I wear this all the time, but it's almost like I can carry these experiences with me, even if it's on a subconscious, subliminal level. I think when you wear a fragrance that reminds you of something, you carry that memory with you, but also you're creating new memories every day. And those memories will be always associated with that smell as well. And so I love that kind of linear going through your life. Yeah, there's something it's inexplicable, but yet it's there for everyone.
Absolutely. And that's why one of my great sayings, I'm sure my team are always hearing it every day, is, you know, fragrance has the power to connect us to our past, but also our present, because it gives us the time and the space to just slow down in the day and actually smell, you know, what is it I smell? How do I feel? Is it uplifting? Do I feel comforted? And then it also has the power to connect us to our future, as you say. It connects us to, you know, new memories. It's always, it's just going like this linear line. It's always creating new memories and new feelings, new emotions. And I always tell people when they're buying new fragrance, or if they've been bought a fragrance and they smell it and they're not too sure about it, don't throw it out. You know, keep it and hold it for a little while, because as the temperatures change, actually our sense of smell changes as well. So what smelled 3 to 4 months ago actually changes summer months. And it's not to do, it's to do with the season and your nose and the molecules clinging into your nose more. So your sense of smell does become stronger in the summer. So I always say to people, when you're looking for a new fragrance, you know, take time with it, try it, spray it in the shop, go for lunch, walk around with it for a few hours, and then, you know, go away and make your decision. But I just think it is a wonderful, like, fragrance has it's something that I think can evolve in your life. You know, you've got your fragrances out there that we've all had and loved maybe since we were young, or our mothers or grandmothers. But we'll always have those on our dressers, because it always will have that connection. And I just love that. I think it's just amazing. So we were going to talk a little bit about, release a little bit to the guys tonight about something new that's in stories that we've started to show little glimpses of over social media, and our retail are starting to maybe reveal a little bit into their customers as well over the next few months. So as you know, and my heart is, Ambarina, is I am passionate about sustainability and luxury. It's something to me, it's really, really important. I have grown up in loving luxury beauty. I've grown up loving fragrance. I've always had that connection. But now that I have 4 kids, that you know, we have this world that we need to leave, you know, look after, and for generation after generation of our children and grandchildren and the generations to come, it's become more important to me that sustainability is at the forefront. And it always was important, but more so now because of my kids, I feel, and we always want to leave a legacy for the next generations. So for me, it was really important that sustainability came on this journey with us in Stories. And obviously we're only just over 2 years old. We've just had to replenish our new fragrances because we went out of stock, and we have been able to become more sustainable, but we've also been able to become more luxurious.
I love that you can combine those two, because people seem to think it's one or the other, and it doesn't have to be.
No, it does not. And that really, to me, was so important that, I maintain this is the new niche. I believe we are forerunners of this new niche movement. And, we know of the niche fragrance houses, and we are a niche brand, but this is a new niche. This is a new movement. And I really feel that we are forerunners. And I really feel that everybody, the whole beauty world, is re-looking at this and seeing what we can do. So I hope you got it in your post. Did you? Did your body?
Nothing's come to, no, it hasn't come today. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I will show you mine, but you can't even feel it too. So
I can't wait to feel it, but yes.
okay, so this is what you're going to experience. So you'll
Oh, that is so different. So I've got mine with me.
Yeah.
I can see the difference already.
So we have kept the labels all completely the same. What we have done is changed our labels to a paper called rock paper, and the paper is made of carbon, or calcium, sorry, carbon. And it is fully sustainable. We actually changed to these beautiful Zamac caps. So they are metal caps. They're really heavy. They've got a beautiful click, which is important to me. So when you take it off, you get the lovely click.
Is there something? It's the whole experience, isn't it? When you're putting on perfume, and it's a bit like, that click when you have the most beautiful heavy lipstick. You need to hear that click. It's a similar thing.
I love it. And that was one of the things that was really important to me. And I do know that what I loved was a story. I listened to a podcast with Frederick Malle, and I think it was with Nicola Bon. Yeah. And it was amazing how they talked about, they went through a whole process to get a cap that with a magnetic, to get that sound, to get that real snap. And yes. I just thought, oh, I get that. I just love that experience. So we have changed to the Zamac top, and we have had a bespoke neck made also.
I love it. And am I right in, did I see that you've had stories engraved on the top as well?
Yeah.
That's very pretty.
Embossed, and it is just so beautiful. Zamac, maybe if you don't know, it's completely recyclable metals. And it's very heavy weight, so it is beautiful. We had them bespokely made, which is beautiful. We're just so excited about it, and we haven't really been able to reveal. And I just thought how wonderful that this, coming up to National Fragrance Week, that we could actually do this. Actually, in our giveaway, we'll be able to give away the new bottle to somebody, so they can be able to take it into their hands and feel it. We also, our boxes as well, it was really important that we re-looked at, we don't put any plastic, as you know, on our boxes, any cellophane over the top. Yeah. So when they go to store, or when you get them, they actually come like this, and it's the raw engineered paper as well. They're rigid boxes. You can take out the inside and you can repurpose them. So they're amazing, and I just love them. They are better. We've upgraded them so that they can be kept cleaner. And I don't know about you, but you're putting on makeup, you're lifting things.
Fingerprints.
Yeah. The next thing, it's all gone. It's all dirty. So it's a lot more, and also the paper there, it has a whole story to it, and we'll release that all a little bit more as it becomes more widespread across the globe and across the nation. But I wanted to ask you, what is luxury and sustainability to you? Is that important in your world? Is it important to your followers, or what's your view on that?
So I think, like you, and I think for most people, is when I became a parent that sustainability suddenly became a thing for me. It wasn't really, if I'm really honest, I never really gave it much thought until I had children. I think a little bit, but really after a while you start thinking, what is going to be left here for? And then in the last 10 years, we've had, terrible stories of, climate change, animals that may not be here for my grandchildren. I don't have grandchildren, but as and when, hopefully.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It is very, very important. And I think anything that we can do, even the little things that we can do, they all add up. Absolutely. But we still all want to live a beautiful life, whatever your version of a beautiful life is. And so it's about finding, it's exactly what you've managed to do there. It's about finding where the two can converge, and we can we can still have a little bit of luxury. You can still feel that we're doing something a little bit special for ourselves, but we're still doing something special for the planet,
Yeah,
and we're not compromising one for the other.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So important. One of the things that it was important to me when I was creating the brand was our bottles are all refillable.
Yeah.
So, and that to me was really important because, as you know, the larger bottle is a better price point for how much you get.
Yeah.
But you can also refill into this gorgeous little,
Yeah.
it's a 15 ml, it's a pocket size, handbag size. Again, we've gone for the beautiful cap.
Yes, I can see that. That's
Leave it
lovely.
quiet. It's just a wonderful way that you can actually refill. So what we do is, if that's what our customer wants, and they buy the two of them together, you can actually, you'll never have to rebuy this again. You'll always be able to refill it and keep it in your bag. But we will send a little pipette that enables you to do it. Now, I'm not going to try tonight. I thought I'll show you, and because I've no table in front of me, and I'll end up spilling. But it definitely is something that I think is just great. I actually, you don't carry a large bottle anymore in your bag.
No. I mean, my handbag is this small, so I carry the, what is it? The 30, is this a 30 ml?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, but that fits in a tiny little bag that size. One of the things that I loved, you were talking about how I came to know Stories, and one of the things that I loved about what you did, and I think is because you are a niche brand that you can do this, is that if someone has bought a sample, because it's hard when you're buying, if you're buying online, especially in this last year, people have been buying online, and if you're trying to discover something new, a little treat to yourself. And what I loved, do you still do this, where if you buy the sample, a small size, the 15 ml, you can get that money back against the purchase of a bigger bottle?
That's the smaller samples. So
yes.
The reason we do that is because we want as many people as possible to be able to take the fragrance home, get it sent into your home. If you can't get into store, we can post it directly to your house. And then what you do is basically wear it. There's enough in those small bottles to do you, about 3 days, because they're pretty they're quite full out. And what you do is you get enough time to wear it to see how your skin adapts to it and adjusts to it. So what happens when you buy that, you then get your money back, and you can get that off your larger bottle.
See, that's a lovely thing to do. I don't know of many fragrance houses that do that.
Yeah. So the idea is it's wastage. We don't want to send larger bottles out to people and it be wasted. What they can do is just invest £5 for the small bottle and buy the duo together, and then you get the £10 off your larger bottle. It just gives you time to wear it at home. I don't think we all have time in stores sometimes to really take time and to let the story develop. Obviously the brand's called Stories. We're all about, evoking emotion and memory. And, you really need to take time with the fragrance at home. And yeah, so we do that. And we do occasionally do wonderful gifts with purchase where you can buy the 100 and get the 15 ml free. So I just say to anybody who's watching, if that's something you like, keep an eye out over the upcoming months, because we do want to just be as sustainable as possible and get our fragrances into people's hands. And obviously we are across we're across the UK now, which is really amazing. And so much every city you'll be able to find us. And one thing, going back to what you said earlier about not wanting everybody to be wearing the same fragrance, I totally agree. And that's why we decided we would be in the right retail store just in every city. We wouldn't oversaturate. Would keep it quite, of course I want everybody to wear Stories, but yet again I want it to be unique and special also.
Yes.
I am just keeping an eye on the time.
Oh yes.
Before we really talk about our giveaway, I'm losing my thought. It's getting late. Before we talk about the giveaway, I just wanted to touch on National Fragrance Week next week. If any of you guys want to come in store, I am actually going to be in London all next week. So if you want to set up an appointment with me or meet me in either Fenwick and Bond Street or Fortnum and Mason in Piccadilly, please just DM us. We're actually holding a private VIP scent discovery session, our very first in Fenwick in Bond Street, which we're really excited about, because then it's a ticketed event, and it's all social distance. There's only a few people allowed to come at a time. And I take people through the unique way of connecting fragrance to their emotions and their own story, rather than focusing on the ingredients and the notes. So I'm really excited that we've been doing this for the past year via Zoom, and we have a group of VIP, it's scent club really, that we join together and we talk about scent. But now we're able to take this out onto the shop floor and invite people along. So what we're doing is we're going to be in Fenwick in Bond Street, but we're also going to be in Fortnum and Mason throughout the week. We have taken a beautiful table in the middle of the perfumery in Fortnum and Mason. We've had a beautiful florist come and decorate the table.
Oh, lovely.
New bottles are all going to be on display. On Thursday next week, I'm going to be there all day. So I really welcome anybody who wants that personal meet me, the founder, the person who created the fragrances. I would be more than delighted to welcome you all there. And just to remind you, we are a gender inclusive brand. So it's not just for you ladies, it's for you gentlemen as well. And then, so lastly, will we talk about giveaway?
I'm very excited for this giveaway, because I think that it's not, the whole thing for me is, and I think we both agree on this, it's about creating those memories, not just for yourself, but with other people as well. I mean, other people are what, you know, that's what life is all about. And so I really love this. Do you want to say what we're doing, or shall I?
I'll do that for you. You can do it.
Okay, so I can't believe that Tonya has agreed to such a lovely giveaway. We are not only going to be giving away the 100 ml. Now I've written this down because I don't want to get this wrong. So we're going to be giving away also the full size hand and body lotion and the hand and body wash, which actually is in my bathroom, so I haven't got it with me. Yeah. You got that one? Yeah. So we're giving away the wash, the lotion, the 100 ml, and that's for whoever wins. But there's also going to be a full set of the number 2. So that's of the number 1, which is my current favorite. But there'll be the full set, identical, but in number 2. So the 100 ml eau de parfum, the body wash, and the hand and body lotion. And the value of it, of this giveaway, oh, sorry, and that is for your friend. So that is for you to give away to somebody else. And hopefully you can create lovely memories together with your best friend. And as Tonya said, it's gender inclusive. So it's not a case of you can only give it to a girlfriend. That's one of the other thing I love about this. You know, the packaging as well. I know you're changing the bottle, so I'll hide the cap. But, you know, the packaging is gender inclusive as well. So this is just about, love it. So this giveaway is about treating yourself and treating a friend, and about making memories with your beautiful friends. And the value of it, I hope I get this right, is this right? £444 for this giveaway.
Yeah, no, it is. And I just think what a fantastic week to do this, coming up to National Fragrance Week. I love how you worded that, and we didn't discuss this. This is how you have taken it. The fact that you can keep one whole set for yourself and then give the other one away to somebody else. How amazing is that, to create a new memory? That person who gets that will always take that and spray it, and they'll remember the person who gave it to them. So I think that is amazing, and I think it's lovely the way you've worded that. So you're absolutely right. So what we're going to do is give away is what you have said, number 1 and number 2, 100 mil plus the 250 hand and body lotion and wash in number 1 and number 2. So how do we go about doing this, Ambarina? Because it's going to be run on your Instagram page, which is the Beauty Fashionista.
Yes, so I will run this on my page, and what we're going to, it's very easy to enter this, because we want as many of you to, you know, to get the chance to win and experience stories. So all you will have to do is like and follow both Stories and my account, Beauty Passionista, and then tag a friend that you would love to share your stories with, basically. And we will do what I'd really love to do, and I think what we both love to do, is to get everyone to think about how important perfume is to you, how important scent is to you, what it means. And so for an extra entry, if you want an extra entry more than just tagging somebody, we'd like you to write about what fragrance means to you. And it can be as general or as specific as you like. And then we'll probably do it so that you can get an extra entry by sharing on stories and that kind of thing. But the key thing is tagging a friend that you would love to share your stories with.
Absolutely. So guys, thank you so much for joining Ambarina and I tonight. It's been lovely to have you here. I've seen lovely waves and lights and hearts and lots of messages coming through. I'm sorry we didn't get answering them because we wanted to try and keep this really compact for you. I know it's a busy time in the evening, but please do check out our Instagram page, and to go to Beauty Passionista and Ambarina's Instagram page. Like both of our, like and follow both of them. And also for that extra entry, you can actually add what fragrance means to you. And the reason behind that is I am passionate that we become a platform for you to tell your story, and we would love to hear it. Keep it short, keep it as long as you want, whatever. But you know, we will be keeping this, and this is going to run for 1 week. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And we will announce that once we contact the winner, and we will announce that then in 1 week. Listen, Ambarina, it has been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, it's been lovely. Thank you for having me.
I just want to thank you really, truly, as a brand founder and such a young fledgling brand. You've been a massive support. You know, we are trying to have a voice in the middle of a beauty industry that is oversaturated, but we're trying to have a voice, and we're trying to be out there. You've been absolutely amazing friend to me and to the brand. And I know that you know, you are a blogger. You do all this amazing stuff, and you have got lots of big brands you work for and lots of amazing names. But for you actually to really love on a brand and love somebody and love what we're doing, that means the absolute world. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
Your friendship. So and on that note, we shall say good night.
Yes, thank you for having me, and I can't wait to see all the entries and see what people say.
I will keep in touch. Speak soon, and bye everybody. Thanks for joining. Bye.
Bye.